And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Demons and the Volunteers. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry that momentum over to today. We're in for a show on MLB The Show.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Just about to get underway. And on the mound now, A.J. Russell. What do we have on him?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Here's the second baseman, number 1. Russell with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Inside, almost got him. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Luke Costello getting ready to hit. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing! Through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now, Billy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and we're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll fit, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible. Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance at scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And makes the grab, and that'll do it. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score after a half inning. And we're back. And our pitcher tonight, number 48. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look off, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one. With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now it's going to be number 48. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That's smashed towards center. Williams makes the grab for the second out. Take a look at the lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the inning. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now number 21. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one down the line, and that's just foul. That hit him.
I got
The leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Cade Lewis now at the plate. On the ground to third.
Let's go, get out your horse.
To second, pulls him off the bag.
Number 14.
First and second, no outs. Williams will hit next.
Right through there for a strike. He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm the situation down.
1 second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the right fielder. And a foul ball.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. Fly ball center field under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. The batter will be the shortstop, number 1. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the catch for the out. 1 away. Now it's the right fielder, Reese Chapman. That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Here's the left fielder. That one ripped. Oh! That one felt good. Home run number 10 of the year. And they add a pair. It's 2-0.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. You let that ball travel, and you got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Stepping in, Levi Clark. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss. Now
ball, that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it. And that's important because you got to make players earn it. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
I got 3-2.
And that's ball 3.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that one is lifted in the air under it. He's got it. There's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
2 outs.
Did he go?
After it, appeal to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. It's even up. Up the middle. And that one handled. That's the third out. Inning over. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The 1-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Got it.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way. At that time, a little anxious.
Now it's the second baseman. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice
1 ball,
catch right there.
2 strikes.
Hard hit to third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he just threw that
1
fastball
ball,
by him,
2
elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one is absolutely belted, and it hits the fence.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's the second baseman. Moves to first. Aaron back on a dive. Runner at first with no outs here. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking
2
ball
balls,
inside.
2 strikes.
2-2. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. Steals second base without a throw.
Now batting, number 48.
Now the number 2 hitter, Marin, over at second, 1 down. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Andrew Fisher, the next to hit. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Drives one well left field, way back and moves down toward the check. He muscles that one out the opposite way. Home run number 10 on the year, and they add on. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
2 outs, nobody on. And next will be the cleanup hitter. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's out to center field. Makes a nice running catch. And the inning is over. but 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Houston. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Grabs it on the run, and there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Falling
Ball
behind
2-1.
2-1. That one ripped left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Throws to second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And here's the first baseman. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's the third baseman, Cade Lewis. Foul ball there. The pitch. And that one is inside.
Ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. 1-1 now. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
And it gets by him. Now he turns and heads for second. And he beats it. He's safe.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 48 departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Number 12 comes on now. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Digging in, Levi Clark.
Inside, ball 3.
The inside edge. 3-1 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, 1 out. Here's the catcher. There's the strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Ball,
and now it's even up.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
And there's
Full count.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's out number 2.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound to pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Down the third baseman, Eddie Marin. Swing and a miss,
1 ball,
and that's strike
2
2.
strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side. They get the force, and that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Williams. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tanner Franklin preparing to come on if needed. Sherman warming up as well. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first.
He's out.
Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
One down, base is empty. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you...
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Second baseman, number 6.
And a ground ball to first, and it goes just foul. Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. And aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the center fielder.
Runner
on the go. Tap foul at the plate. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again. And that misses. And the count's even at 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Fisher. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, could be 2. Throws to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Now batting, number 1.
Now it's the shortstop. Sing, you talked about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. To the right side. Over to first.
He's out.
That ends the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tanner Franklin.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So up next, number 1. On the ground, right side, Fisher. Steps on the bag, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the designated
Luke
hitter,
Costello
Luke
digs in now.
Costello.
And a ball evens the count. Movement in the bullpen. A left-hander appears to be getting ready. Almost got him.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fly ball down the line. Chapman on his way over. Makes the grab after a long run. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swings here and blasts one left field. And so they make short work of him there. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Volunteers lead it 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Reese Chapman. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Cam Nelson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Nelson ready to fire now. That is in for a strike. Got to count 1-2. Big stop center field. So runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Now batting,
Levi Clark now at the plate. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, here's
Out.
1. Double play.
Out.
And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Volunteers have the lead, 4-0. Number 37 into the game.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And that just misses.
2-2 the count.
Time call. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And here's the first baseman. Next
That's a
offering
ball.
misses. And a count 2-1.
2
When
balls,
the leadoff
1
man
strike.
gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He circles the bases. His 11th of the year. And they slice into the lead. It's 4-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Cade Lewis will hit next. That misses.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across to the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Tosses the first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Tosses the
He's
first,
out.
and there's 2 away.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Now it's the right fielder. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball,
Then he
2
really
strikes.
sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through it for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And here's the catcher, number 5. Here's a 1-1. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. And they get the out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
The batter now, Manny Marin. Swings through that.
Count's full.
Stays alive. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The next pitch
that's
misses.
just out.
Now 2-2. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. And that one's gone. He leads the yard to right. It's 5-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter. Next offering is foul back. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Near the bottom of the 7th. Looking for the K. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 5-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Number 34 on to pitch here.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And a base hit right there. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, number 1.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance pitch. Here's 1. Got it. That double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And next is the designated hitter, Luke Costello. Ripped to short. Sends it to first. And that's the 3rd out. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now the first baseman and manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. On the mound now, Zach Johnston.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he
that
takes
ball
it.
went out.
Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Swings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So 2 down now, and here is Reese Chapman. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, number 18.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That's down and in. Now time called to play. Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Stayed with the fastball on all 3 pitches to put him away.
Yeah, just straight attacked him. And those locations of the fastball really stood out to me, Luke. Started him inside, really good location. Then he went away for strike 2, going kind of east-west, and then finishes him off up in the zone with some good velocity. That's just great execution.
And
there are 2 out.
So they're down to their final out. Number 21 getting ready to hit. The 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit to right, and that's secure. Falls it in, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling if you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John.